Welcome back, everybody, to the Kirby's Epic Yarn playthrough. This is part 14. And we're going to be closing out Waterland with the final stage, Fossil Reef. Now, apparently, this stage is a good feel sort of level. And no reference at all to good feel, the people that made this game. Because we got another dolphin stage. This one is really super simple, straightforward. It's just, just run around and swim around and collect stuff. Also, you've got these sort of floating bubbles throughout the stage that are just lots and lots of fun. Because I like fun, and I like good feel. Yeah, there's really nothing too out of the norm here. It's just, like I said, it's really straightforward. Really pretty, too. I really, I didn't even notice, like, as I was playing, the little, what is it, horseshoe crab fossils in there. I think it was like, yeah, there's an ammonite there. Otherwise known as ammonite, if you're into that whole Pokemon thing, like I is. But yeah, I really not very much to say other than just playing this game. Oh yeah, playing this game. Playing this stage is just a lot of fun. It looks like what did that say about the chair? Like, it looks like it feels weird to sit on it, but go ahead and try it. Whatever, I'd do it. Anywho, let's go back and hit up a little bit more of that information now that I remember where I'm at. Because, I didn't wait like an entire year, or at the very least months, before I actually did, the past few number of videos. So the pre-release reception. It's got a pre-release and a post-release. Wow. Kirby's Epic Yarn received generally positive reception upon its reveal. It won numerous awards following its E3 2010 appearance. Once again, rest in peace, E3. Including the prestigious Game of the Show award from GameSpot and the G4 television show Reviews on the Run. Okay, man, there's another rest in peace G4 TV. Wow. I remember when it was G4 Tech TV. And that was, I think I had actually watched Tech TV when it was, its own channel. And then it merged with whatever, I guess it was G4? Oh, wow, I didn't even know that was a treasure. Beautiful. I agree. I've never actually seen a fossil in real life, but I'm sure that they are beautiful. If not, maybe a little ominous, maybe a little scary. But yeah, Tech TV was it was like one of my go-to television watching shows when I was really obsessed with wanting a computer, and this was before I got a computer. That was like 99. I want to say like 90. I think it was around that time. I think it was like 98 or 99. Let me see. Let's go to G4. Yeah, Wikipedia article. Oh, sad. G4 was an American paid television digital network owned by blah blah blah. Replace Tech TV. There it is. Former name is it was G4 Tech TV for a year. And I still remember that. Oh, it launched as ZD TV in 1998. Okay, I actually remember that name. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I remember that ZD TV. And so they would have shows every so often that were kind of showing off. Showing off. Computers and like I guess like the latest technology, or like maybe stuff that was like up and coming in the in the PC and laptop world. And I was just so mesmerized by it because ever since I was a little kid, I was just obsessed with computers. I loved going on computers in our school. I don't remember what grade it was, but I had a class. It was a computer class that had the old IBM and or like it was like Apple Mac, I guess, computers. The ones that had the old floppy disks built in, the 3.5-inch floppy disks, the one that were literally floppy. I loved going to that class. I loved just, like, you know, poking around on computers, and I really liked playing games too. You know, that was I think that was really what bound it together for me, was my already established love for video games, but then also being able to do it on a computer. That really was what kind of brought me into computers, was, you know, playing games on computers and just seeing how much, you know, option and variety and stuff that you had to be able to play on computer. Anywho's. Alright, so we are officially done with Waterland. So we're going to go... Oh, do our side quest stuff, yes. As I did mention before, as per usual, we're finished with the world, so we're going to go ahead and do all of our neighbors' stuff. Again, this was before the point where I realized, oh, that's right, only one unlocks at a time. Zeke's hide and seeks. There really aren't many. I think there's one or two further down the line, not necessarily in this world, that did mess me up, and I had to restart. But I'll mention those when I get to them. Man, I don't know why I'm having so many throat problems. What's going on here? Happened in the last video, now it's happening again. I don't know why. Anyways, but yeah, overall, just again, and I've said this multiple times, but I love Zeke's hide and seek. This is just really one of the most fun things for me to do, is just run around and find all the little guys. There's one. I would love to be able to... Wow. That was really sad. There we go. I got it eventually. We got there. Anyway, oh yeah, I can see him from here. I had an inkling, no relation to Splatoon, that there would be a Zeke down there. Again, I don't know if their names are all Zeke or if they all have individual names. They never established that. It's just, you just talk to Zeke and then there's like 5 of them that just show up, and they all look exactly like him. Maybe they're his twin brothers. Oh no! Maybe they all are named Zeke. Maybe there's this, you know, Zeke 1 and Zeke 2, Zeke 3. Zeke Jr., Zeke the 3rd, Zeke the 4th, you know. Oh, I see that star bead up there. Am I gonna get it? I am. Figure I might as well take my time. That's another reason why I really like these, is because it just gives you just an excessive amount of time to be able to do what you gotta do. You know, I just realized if you jump down here, there's no way to be able to get back up to the earlier parts of the stage. So, yeah, that was a little bit risky. But I had that inkling that the 5th guy was going to be past that point. So it was fine. Everything worked out. All right, so we got another hide and seek stage. Let me see if I can, because I still got the Wikipedia page open for Tech TV. There's a ZDTV. It might be one of these two. It says there was a website review show called Internet Tonight, and the technological product review show Fresh Gear. It might have been one of those two. Internet Tonight, like, okay, so that's actually kind of unique. That they literally had a TV show on television, television, that literally just showed off websites. That's very unique. I can't think of like anything else off the top of my head that specifically did that. I mean, I'm sure there was like, you know, tons and tons of shows that did show websites. You know, maybe like as like a here and there, like a side thing. Also, I just noticed, like, I hit that Zeke, but I didn't even see him just now. Like, I just happened to whip into that left corner, and it was just there. Also, I made a mistake not keeping that sawgill. Ooh, ooh. I love that. Not keeping that sawgill. That would have helped me break those blocks a lot easier, so I wouldn't have to just break them one at a time, like a big dumb. Oh, this is the jump. I think this is where I mentioned this jump. Yeah, this is where I do it. Hang on. Because I can just feel... Yeah, there it is. That was all I had to do. I didn't even have to use the sawgill and break those cloths when I was doing the stage normally. I could have just done that. See how I had that feeling? You know, I had it. It was right there. I had the inkling. The inkling that I could do that jump. And I did. Platforming, you know. It's in my blood. Anywho's. So this Internet Tonight show only lasted for about 3 years, which actually is really... You know, when I think about it, that's actually really surprising. That there would be not only 3 years worth of content, but 3 years worth of people being interested in just looking at websites that, like, other people are showing them. Alright, so we got number 4. And now... Oh, that was interesting. I wonder if that started circling around. Boop. Oh, there he is. Yeah, see, now they're gonna be a jerk about it. Yeah, you can't normally destroy these guys. You need another rolled up enemy to get rid of these anemones. These anemone enemies. Try saying that 5 times fast. Alright, I'll do it. Anemone enemy, anemone enemy, anemone enemy, anemone enemy. Ah! That was rough. I do, you know, I'm like I've said before, I'm good at the talking thing, but sometimes, you know, some words trip me up. Even simple ones like oh no, I just did it again. Anemone enemy. And that's it. Okay, so a little spoiler there. The first stage of the next world is going to be called Snowy Fields. Spoilers! Oh no! Alrighty, so we move on to Beadrix, who finally now has new stuff to do. Collect 200 beans in 20 seconds. Yeah, Beadrix doesn't mess around. Beadrix is really, really, really stringent. But fortunately, we get to do this with the dolphin power-up. Yeah, we're gonna need to hit that. Oh, there's a Gordo there. I didn't even notice. I think I noticed it at the time, but at this point right here, I didn't even notice that was the eye. Oh, I got them all. Nice. Whee. All right. Oh, that's right. It doesn't count the extra beads that you get after you hit the milestone, or after you cross the finish line. you don't get bonus points for everything you do after crossing the finish line. Blue star. Okay. I still haven't gotten around to decorating my own apartment, but I will do that. Just not right now. I will do that down the line. Promise. Alrighty, so now we have one in, what was that, Deep Dive Deep? This one actually took me, I think this is my 3rd time doing this, because I didn't realize that what you need to be doing is following the green beads. The red beads are there literally just to trick you and make you lose time. So, there you go. Success! Yeah, I messed up by following the red bead trail and then, like, getting lost. Because the red beads, like, pull you away from the established green bead lines. So I was like, wait a minute, now I gotta go through this line, and then, like, get the green beads, do a U-turn, and then come back, and then go further down to get the green beads. Yeah, it was just... It took me a couple tries for it to finally sink in. Oh, it's meant to trick me. Lava landing! This one was a pain, but this is genuinely my first time. And when I say it's a pain, well, you'll see. Anywho. Wait, was this my first time, or was it the second? Oh, it was the first time, it was. Because I remember there was a previous, I think it was Carrie's, for this stage, and I realized that when I, you know, knitted up the volcano, I wasn't able to get the beads that were in the pipeline there. Yeah, this is why this one was a pain. I just kept getting hit, but luckily, there was still enough beads on the ground for me to pick up and complete. There we go. 160. Alright. So now we're done with that. Oh, I like that one. What is that? Fireball. Ha! Fireball, go get him! Alright. But yeah, like I said, it was Carrie's when I pulled the volcano string. It cut off the beads that were in the pipeline, so I realized that I needed to sit there and wait. Wait until the beads come up and then pull the string. Yay. I really love this stage so much. This is just such a fun, like, happy stage. And, you know, I did not mind having to do it over and over again. Once again, this is genuinely my first try. Whee. Yeah, I got used to that guy being there from Zeke's. Whee. This was the only, like, mildly annoying part. Was, I think I need to just throw her over, but I don't... Yeah, I didn't quite realize that at the time. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to... Yeah, because I need to swing on the button there. And I can't do that while I have her, so I gotta throw her over the wall. Come on. You can do it. No. That's incorrect. Oh no. Now look where she is. That's her fault, right? That's not my fault. Whoa, watch out for that. Okay, here we go. Alright, there we go. Into her... She got a little pool there now. Man. First she gets a throne, now her own little pool. We'll see how it is. She's on that family money trip, isn't she? She comes from like a really like affluent family or something. That's why she has the throne there. But just like with Zeke, with Carrie, you get just a really strong really strong amount of time to finish the stage. Strong. I was going to say excessive, but then I was just like, well, it's not really excessive, so I'm just going to say strong. That was my inner monologue there. Alrighty, what does she give us? That one's kind of nice, too. What is that? Whale? Palm Island. It looked like a... Oh, I see. Oh, it was a silhouette of an island. I thought it was a whale. Secret Island. Alrighty, so this one was... Was this one a pain? No. It was a mild pain, but this is my first attempt here. Whoop. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Here we go. Once again, yeah, there we go. Now you're thinking with Carrie's. Oh. This level is really, or this stage in particular is really simple. But you know me, I have to overcomplicate things. I forgot that these little stitchings here mean that that's, you know, the end, and you can't go past there. So, yeah, I was like, oh, whoops, now I just wasted a bunch of time. Now I just gotta time it. There we go. Go on to the next. There we go. Can I throw her up from here? Let's see. Oh, I can throw her onto one of the flying squirrels, but I don't think that's gonna really help. Because she's just gonna fall back down. Fortunately, once you pull that button there, those platforms stay there forever. Oh, and there it is, right there. Oh, easy peasy. Watch out, Kirby, don't fall. No. And then I guess really quickly, I'll talk about fresh gear. To showcase the latest in personal technology. I think this actually was it. I think this was the show. It made its launch in May 1998, aired every Wednesday at 9:30. I swear they had to have had like a syndication for this show, because I definitely saw it on repeats like during the daytime. I definitely remember it being daytime when I would watch that. Anywho's, that's going to be it for this part of the Kirby's Epic Yarn playthrough. Join me in part 15, where we'll be jumping into the snowy Snowland. Thank you all so much for my lovely patrons for supporting me. And once again, I will see you all next time.